Should the Houston Astros actually be targeting Willie Castro in a trade at the deadline? Let's get into that. Alright, so it was reported yesterday that the Astros were interested in Willie Castro, and honestly, I think it's a pretty good fit. Willie Castro is a switch-hitting outfielder, second baseman, and shortstop, so he's a utility man that this season is hitting .254 with 10 homers and 291 at-bats, meaning that he hasn't been that bad of a player, and the fact that he can play second base and left field is really good for the Jose Altuve situation. But this is where you kind of balk at it, right? All of this, okay, so these top couple don't really matter, but his average exit velo at 88 miles an hour isn't really the strongest unless he's a pull-heavy hitter in Minute Maid, which he kind of is as a right-handed hitter, but as a lefty, it's going to be a little bit iffy with that big left field or right field other than, obviously, the pull side. The good thing about him, though, he's league average in hard hit percentage, he's got a really good sweet spot percentage, and he walks a good rate. The other thing that I really like about him is down here, his arm strength. He's got a really good arm strength, meaning that he will slot in well in left field, especially a small left field like the Astros have. Another good thing to look out for is all the way down there at the bottom, his sprint speed. He's a really good runner, and the fact that he can run well could add a lot of depth on the base paths for the Astros, making him a lot more valuable for us. Now, the one bad part to a trade for Willie Castro is the fact that he is a rental, and if the Twins make him expensive, I don't know if I want the Astros to go and spend a lot of prospect capita on him just to, not even do anything with him. But of course, I want to hear from y'all. Are y'all excited for this? Could the Astros make this trade, and if they do, would y'all like it? Let me know. The Astros getting swept by the A's of 4 games this weekend might not be as bad as it seems, so let's get into that. The reason I say that is because every single successful Astros team has one thing in common, and it's that they get swept by the A's at some point in the season. Whether that be a 3-game series or a 4-game series like 2017, 2022, and 2025 now, it's a common occurrence between the Astros and their successful playoff teams. And even though it does suck, no one wants to get swept by the A's, it's still something that we can, lean back on, I guess. We can understand that this team's just going through a little fluke right now. I mean, let's be fair. It's a AAA team that the A's just beat. It's not that big of a deal that we lost, so it just kind of sucks that we're losing in general. But here's the part of the video that it gets fun. The trade deadline is this Thursday, and now it's Monday. The Astros have a couple of days so they can work out deals, and I've heard that we've been aggressive on the market, including one guy. And that guy is the Twins' Willie Castro. He's a really good utility man, hitting .250. He's got about 10 homers on the season. I really think that he could be a good piece for the Astros to go pick up. But then again, who knows? There's so much stuff that can happen. I want to hear from y'all, though. Let me know who y'all want the Astros to trade for, and I'll talk to y'all about it. Dylan Cease is at the top of the Astros wish list per Ken Rosenthal and Chandler Rome. Also considering Willie Castro, Jesus Sanchez, and Jake McCarthy. Willie Castro would be great. He's hitting .252 with 10 homers and a .8 WAR. He's an outfielder, second baseman, and shortstop, and he switch hits. That'd be awesome. Jesus Sanchez would be awesome as well. He's a right fielder, but can play left field. He hits .257, 9 homers, and a .8 WAR. He'd fit in great here. He's a lefty as well. And then Jake McCarthy, who this guy sucks at baseball. I don't even know why we consider him. But there's one guy I want to highlight. Past Dylan Cease for a second, Jesus Sanchez would be a beautiful fit to the Astros lineup and roster in general. I mean, just looking at his stats, everything is pretty much even except for his sweet spot percentage, which, let's be honest, we don't care that much. But he has a really good bat speed, and he's got a great average exit velo. I also really like his hit spray chart. I think he'd fit in really well in Minute Maid. A couple of these doubles would be homers, and this triple and this double as well would be a homer as well. That's probably, a lot more homers. At the end of the day, though, like I always say, Dana Brown is going to do what Dana Brown wants to do. Jesus Sanchez, Sandy Alcantara, and Willie Castro sounds like a really good deadline to me, and I'd be in love with it. So let me know what It is reported that the Astros want to trade for Dylan Cease, so let's talk about what would happen. So it was revealed tonight that the Astros are targeting Dylan Cease, and we know that because they were targeting a frontline starter. So Dylan Cease is apparently their guy, and it's going to take a lot to get him. And what I just said was kind of confirmed by John Morosi, pretty much saying they are going to want a MLB-ready left fielder or catcher in return for either Cease or Suarez. The Astros aren't after Suarez. We don't need bullpen help, and Dylan Cease is pretty much the guy. Now, when you hear catcher, you automatically think of Yainer Diaz. There's a rookie in Walker Yannick down in the minor leagues. Yainer Diaz is 3 for 4 tonight, so he kind of made his case. He kind of saw the news and I guess decided he wanted to go crazy and defend himself a little bit, but a lot of fans aren't happy with Yainer. Even though he's hitting 250 on the season with 14 homers, a lot of fans aren't happy with his swing and miss, which isn't even as bad as it seems. He just swings at a lot of bad pitches. Is it worth it to trade Yanner for Dylan Cease? Cease has a 4.79 ERA with a 6 WAR. He's got 10 losses on the season, and the guy is a free agent after the season. So is it even worth it for us to make that trade? Honestly, I think so. You look at his advanced statistics, good chase, good whiff, good K, good fastball velo. The guy's really good. I don't want to lose Yanner at all, but if it means we're getting a guy that we can cement as the future of our franchise, that'd be incredible. At the end of the day, it comes to Dana Brown. Tomorrow's Wednesday. The trade deadline is Thursday, so it's going to be very difficult to make moves happen. Dana's going to have to act quick, and we're going to see a lot of dominoes start to fall for the Astros the next couple of days, and it's going to be fun. But of course, I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think about this? Should the Astros trade Yanner for Cease? Let me know. The Toronto Blue Jays are still heavily pursuing the Cardinals closer Ryan Helsley, so let's see what's happening. If y'all don't know, Ryan Helsley is the closer for the Cardinals, like I just said. This season, he has a 3.0 ERA, 3 wins, and a 1.1 WAR. And this guy is 1 year removed from being the best closer in baseball with the most saves. He was incredible a couple years ago. And his stats this season don't lie either. A really good fastball velo, chase, whiff, K, barrel, hard hit, and ground ball percentage. The guy has been absolutely phenomenal in 2025. And if the Blue Jays can get him, that'd be a really good pickup. Especially when you look at the Blue Jays bullpen. Your closer that you signed this offseason, Jeff Hoffman, has a 4.78 ERA. Your best pitcher is Yariel Rodriguez. Wow. Do I actually think they get this? They just completed a trade for Sir Anthony Dominguez earlier today in Baltimore. So the Baltimore reliever went to the Blue Jays while the Blue Jays were in Baltimore playing the Orioles. So the Blue Jays, though, could try to get him. I think it'd be a really good pickup for their bullpen and to go potentially deep in October. I want to hear from y'all, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think and I'll talk, all right? Sandy Alcantara has been making a lot of noise in his last 3 starts, so let's talk about it. I'm making this video because Sandy, he was on the trade block going into the season. The Marlins weren't looking to compete, and it was looking like they were just going to trade their superstar pitcher, and he ended up being terrible. But his last 3 starts, he's gone 5 innings, 7 innings, and 6 innings, allowing 4 runs over those 3 games. And honestly, the only bad part about it is the strikeout. Sandy used to be a really good strikeout guy, but unfortunately that has slipped a little bit. The good thing is, though, when you look at his stat line, 5 innings, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, the only bad part is the 3 walks. He's pitched 94 pitches. The guy was still really good on the night for the Marlins. But when you look at his Baseball Savant page, it becomes a different story. The only good thing about Sandy is if he gets traded to a team like the Astros with a great ground ball defense, then this is going to come in very clutch. He also throws the ball very hard, so that's awesome as well. The only thing that just sucks with Sandy is if he gets traded or not. He's going to have a lot of control. The guy's going to be signed to 2028. The team that gets him is going to love him, especially if they're the Astros, Rays, Dodgers, or Yankees, and they can flip pitchers like that. But I want to hear from y'all. Do y'all think Sandy... All right, it is that time of the year again. We've got the trade deadline on Thursday, so let's talk about some of the updates. Apparently, the White Sox and Mets have been in contact, and the White Sox want Mark Vientos if they give up Luis Robert Jr. to the Mets. Not only are the Cubs targeting pretty much all the available starting pitchers, they are heavily targeting division rival Mitch Keller in a deal that would include Owen Cassey, which is one of their top prospects, and that'd be kind of crazy. There are a couple relievers and kind of closers that are planned to be traded at this year's deadline, and Joan Duran, David Bednar, and Ryan Helsley are the 3 that are best to be believed to be traded. 2 of the main starting pitchers, Mitch Keller and Sandy Alcantara, are both expected to be trading at this year's deadline, which is kind of crazy because Mitch Keller getting traded would kind of mark an end to his Pirates tenure and what we thought was going to be an ace of a future. The Phillies want to add one more high-leverage reliever at this year's deadline, meaning that could be Joan Duran, Ryan Helsley, Griffin Jacks, some other people that are on the market of available. It's going to be expensive to get them, but the Phillies are willing to pay. And this one's kind of crazy. The Red Sox have no plans to trade Jarren Duran at the deadline and are more likely to move him this winter instead, which is kind of weird because you could get a big haul for a guy like him at a deadline. Marcell Ozuna of the Braves is expected to approve any trade if the team guarantees him everyday playing time with his future of that team. Brave plans to pick up Ozzie Albies' $7 million option this winter, so that means that Ozzie will not be getting traded and he will continue to be a Brave, so they aren't trading him. For some reason, the Brewers are going to listen to offers for Nestor Cortez as if anybody's really going to go out there and try to trade him. As well, the Diamondbacks have not engaged in any extension talks with Eugenio Suarez this season, meaning he's most likely getting traded. That will mark the end of this video, though. What do y'all think? Are there any other things that y'all want to see happen? Let me know. Nobody has any idea what the Astros are doing right now, but this man has been linked to them, so let's talk about it. The Astros have been trying to get Brandon Lowe for a very long time. I think 2 to 3 years now. They've been looking for a left-handed bat that can DH or play second base, and Brandon Lowe is that guy. He can play a lot of different positions, and you know he'll just hit. So the hitting factor him is a very big deal, especially as a left-handed hitter. The Astros want that, and he'll be in Dyken Park, which favors a lot of left-handed bats. It's a perfect fit. Not to mention, when you look at his stats, I mean, he's a 248 career guy, but this season he's seen 269 with 19 homers and a 1.2 WAR on the season, meaning the guy's been pretty good at the plate this season, and they know the Astros are going to get a reliable guy. Unfortunately, though, right now he's on the 10-day IL. But let's look at his advanced stats as well. I mean, he's got a really good batting run value all the way at the top there. He's got a good XBA, good expected slug, good average xVelo, which is a good thing to look for, good hard hit percentage. The only bad thing is his whiff, K, and walk percentage. Those are not very good, but you know, it could just be he hits so much. But, of course, at the end of the day, like I said, we have no idea what the Astros have planned. They've been all over the place, extremely quiet with everything they've been doing, so we have no idea what's actually going to happen. Brandon Lowe is just a name that was circled yesterday for the Astros. We could go for Brandon Lowe, Willie Castro, tons of names. But y'all let me know who y'all want, all right? So, apparently, the Astros want Nolan Arenado again, reported this morning, and we're going to talk about it. This season, Nolan is hitting just 235 with 10 homers and a 1.2 WAR due to his defense on the season, and unfortunately, I don't know if Nolan Arenado is quite the guy we think he would be. I would love to have Nolan, but is he going to fit in Houston? I mean, just looking at his advanced stats, obviously the fielding run value is good, but a lot of the stuff, the squared up percentage, the whiff and K percentage are still really well. So him coming to Houston would be good because we need a lot of guys that fit in the lineup like that. Just chase percentage is bad though, so that sucks a little bit. But it would be fun to have Nolan here. I think he's a great bat to have. He's a pull heavy hitter, and playing in Dyken Park would be really good for Nolan's career. But Nolan isn't the guy I have an eye on the Cardinals because Brendan Donovan is still available. And if the Astros can somehow swing a trade to get Nolan and Donovan, then you slot Altuve in left field, that would be absolute perfection. Donovan this season's hitting 285 with 9 homers and a 2.4 WAR, and you know that he would rake in Minute Maid if he just played every single game there. His advanced stats are incredible as well, with a good base running value as well, which is the most underrated part of his game. A good XBA, a good expected WOBA, good sweet spot, squared up, chase, whiff, K, and a decent walk percentage as well. His only bat stat is his bat speed, which we know doesn't really matter that much anymore. So if the Astros can somehow make a trade between those two, I'm okay with losing some farm pieces as long as we can make the trade happen. That would be an incredible trade, and I'm all for it, Dana. So y'all let me know if y'all are down for it down below in the comments, and I'll talk.